Hey you. Oh, an update from yesterday. Oh goodness. God just keeps seeing me. God keeps coming through for me and my daughter. And the journey and the path is a movie. It's a movie. And in this movie I am exhausted. I am exhausted. But I want to just be thankful no matter the exhaustion, no matter to keep moving, to keep running, to keep making magic happen, something out of nothing. I want to thank God, man. Yesterday, after moving all that stuff in that trailer on a short time limit and trying to like get everything out of somebody else's house again, and then putting all my stuff in the trailer and not trying to get caught, not trying to like have them pull up on me and then try to load the trailer without seeing running into my daughter's father. I was so exhausted with that. And I was okay in my mind. I mentally prepared to be like, you know what, I'm sleeping in this trailer. Once I got everything in the trailer, it's so jam packed. I'm like, I could survive in here. It's cold. My daughter's not gonna. And I don't feel comfortable for obvious reasons. With with like depending on someone that has ill will against me, ill will towards me and their child. And I just didn't want to put her back in that situation, so I was panicking. Hi, Gabby's World. I was, after I left and I was walking doing my live yesterday, I was like, I gotta think of something like that. I gotta get a room. I'm like, I had just met someone yesterday and they were telling me about rooms. I'm like, I gotta get a hotel or something. Am I better? I'm safe. I didn't have to sleep outside. I didn't have to sleep in that trailer. I escaped that man yet again. He did eventually catch me yesterday, the last time I went back to the trailer, because that's what I'm saying. I'm so exhausted. All that shit is jam packed in there now, and now, like, trying to find stuff for me and my daughter, I kept forgetting stuff. And I'm like, Dad, I just said that this is the last time I was moving this stuff in there. But after I got her from school, the panic really started. I started to have like a panic attack, and I went back into the library and I'm like working my phone, like, Dad, God, working my phone and working my prayers. I'm like, God, I cannot go to that house, like, and depend on this person who has already hurt me and my kid. And if I sacrifice myself and my child simultaneously, I can't do that. And then she's gonna be in there and not know what he's gonna be doing to her. And I don't even know what I'm gonna interact with. I could interact, and he's gonna bombard me with 101 questions. That's why I was so happy that I didn't get caught putting all this stuff in the trailer. So when I'm at the library, I like reached out to the person I met yesterday, like, hey, I need more information on those rooms. And then I was like looking up motels and hotels, and I'm like, I don't got it to even get a room. So I was like, dang, I'm panicking. And the the security guard that works at the library is the one who helped me move my stuff in the trailer because they have a truck. So it just all happened to work out so that I could see these people where I was just saying for who they really are, even though I was already seeing it. And so they were checking in like, yo, where are you gonna go? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I can't go back to that trailer, man, and I'm not going to that house, or I'm not gonna put me and myself in that trailer and then have to reach out to him like, hey, we're in here. Do you want to take care of your kid? I should have to ask somebody that who thinks it's funny that I'm out here going on this crazy thing trying to start my life over from nothing, yo. And it's just like he thinks it's punishment for something. It's ridiculous. Thinks it's punishment for leaving, but don't want to discuss why I left because you're harming me and my kid. Like, what is wrong with you? Anyways, as I'm doing that, a friend that I've been talking to this entire time who just went through the same thing with me, with her and her daughter, homeless, sheltered, and then she's in her own place for a minute. And I've been talking to her, and she, we've been sharing resources. And she checked in with me like, how did the moving go? Because I've been just letting her know what's going on. And I'm like, I put all this stuff in there. I'm like, it's getting dark. I got my kid, and I really don't want to go there. I'm looking at motels, and I can't even get one, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. And so she offered to come pick us up, and we're at her house for the weekend. So, and she's the one who took me back and forth to the trailer last night. So I had to go there like 3 times because I kept forgetting stuff. And on the second time, we were pulling out the driveway, and he pulled in and wasn't trying to let us out. And she just worked her magic, and we pulled off. And then immediately I got calls and I got text messages of like what I would experience if he catches me in person. It's just like, it's information overload, and it's like nosiness cornering you, and like, so it's like, hi, why are you here? Why did you pop up here without telling me you're coming here? What's going on? Where's my kid? How come you didn't let her say hi to me? And it's just like, it's like, I've already told him he's a hi bye dad. Like, how is she doing? And like, when am I going to spend time with her? Just like last weekend, every weekend, he's like, I may want to spend time with her today. I don't, I'll follow up. And then he doesn't follow up. So I just took my time to not to respond until like later on last night. I was so exhausted, and I was just like, thanking God. Thank you, God, for sparing me and seeing me and not letting us sleep in that trailer. With no resources and no bed and no heat and no, and like, thank you for bringing us here and answering my prayers expeditiously and instantaneously to get me through the day, to get me through the night. So I'm here. I don't even know what day it is. Yesterday was Friday. Okay, so I'm here today, and I'll be here tomorrow. And my friend is gonna help me. I'm like, I don't want to apply anymore. Like, I've got denied for everything I've applied, and she's just been, speaking life over me and my daughter. Like, girl, you just see me go through it. Like, and I finally got my place, and like, she's letting us use her daughter's room right now. So we slept on her daughter's bed, and I was just so happy that I did not have to like depend on a person who is, who has ill will against me. And it's funny when I tell people what I've gone through, like, so many people know that family. And so the person who helped me move my stuff, they're like, I looked you up online, and they're like, I know your daughter's father. And I'm like, yeah, everybody does. And they're like, wow, like, I didn't know that they were like that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm the third mom with the third kid. So. Bye. Not. Oh, it's oh. It's it's not nothing new. I'm just getting the worst of it. And I'm fine. I'm just fine. Um, so that answers your question, Gabby. I'm staying with a friend that I met in the summertime who was going through the same thing with me, the same thing as me, but was just having better luck with the process. Well, not better luck with the process because she was going through it too. So we were just like sharing information, and she's been like so helpful with me, like telling me what to do. And the funny thing is, she had told me when I was telling her what was going on with the lady that I was staying with, she was telling me like, oh, yeah, she sounds like a hater. She sounds like she's intentionally not trying to help you. And I be trying to like just give people benefit of the doubt. Like, is that really like, oh, why would she come? And why would she like, but I'm still so exhausted. I did get some sleep finally, so I'll take that. But right now, me and my daughter are safe for the weekend, and we're in someone else's space. But we're not outside, and we're not in that trailer, and we ain't dealing with that crazy man. And I had to figure something out, so I just prayed to God, like, please, because I know that I feel uncomfortable, and my daughter definitely will feel uncomfortable. And if I can't get in the house and see what's going on, or like have to ask permission to go in there, like when I just thought about that, I was having anxiety. Like, I can't stay over there, boo. Feeling a little better, honey? You want something to drink? I put it back in the fridge. Sit. So that's the quick update. We are safe. I'm back in Springfield. I'm so close to my daughter's school, so I'm gonna see how the week goes. But right now, I'm just gonna enjoy the weekend of like with my friend who has another little girl to play with, but they're around the same age, and they're both they vibed so great last night. They're both basically the same. I think she's 1 year apart from my daughter, but she's so cute. And they were just like playing together, just like it just was like magnetic. So that breakthrough is right around the corner. And like last night I was so exhausted, and I was just like, girl, I don't want to go through this. She's like, don't worry, I'm gonna help you. Like, I just went through this, you seen me. And I did really see her go through this. So when I came here to her house, I'm like, it was so eye-opening for me. Like, this is what I need for me and my daughter. Like, and even that, I was like, once I get my own again, which just seems like it's been taking so long, like I'll be able to deal with this person better. But even after last night, I'm doing the right thing. No matter how hard this is, you're gonna get in that bed, honey. Yeah, you could get in that bed. You could get in that bed with that. Here, put a pillow over there. Bring it. My love, here, take the pillow and put it over there. Look. You want to go in that bed? You can. What? Even last night, I'm just like, I was getting anxiety when he's sending me like 10 questions to answer that have nothing to do with what's going on with his kid or what's going, like checking in. It's all like a control thing. And like, why are you here? Why did you pop up here without communicating with me? What are you putting in the trailer? What are you getting out of? I don't have to answer you to this bullshit. Like, why are you not concerned about your child? So I had to take my time. And then what I've been practicing, all the stuff I've learned through business, like respond directly to what they're asking. Quick, vague, no extra no extra information. So like that's what I did. I was just like, hi. Because he said, what's going on? I said, nothing much. He's like, where's my daughter with you? Of course, who else was she gonna be with? And then but I just said, of course. And I'm like, and then he said, oh, why did you pull off so fast? Or why were you trying to drive so fast? And I was like, I wasn't driving. Shrug emoji. And I left it at that. And then he was like, oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're trying to just buy things and just think that you as a parent is just supposed to buy something once a quarter, and then I have to find a way to come pick it up, and you're not dealing with her, you're not checking in or worrying about anything that she's doing, and I just keep like testing stuff. So I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah, once I get my own place, like, it's it shit makes my head hurt. It makes my head hurt. So then he said, oh, I got all this stuff. I got some clothes. I got this. I got that. So I just was like, thanks. That's cool. And then I followed up. I said, you're saying you want to say hi to her, but where was the follow-up from the last text message you sent? No response. And I said, you said you wanted to see her, spend time with her, but you didn't follow up and set a day or give me a time frame. Has not responded at all. Because it's like, to respond to how you really should be showing up for your kid, there's no response. But when you want to go back and forth about nonsense and jargon, you'll respond all day, like, it back and forth, expeditiously, immediately. I don't have time for that, man. I don't care about some clothes and some underwear. Like, do you see me dragging this shit from house to house to house, packing it up in bags and bags and boxes? And you keep talking about giving me more clothes? Bro, I don't have time for this. So when I got up this morning, I said my prayers to God. I said, thank God. And I don't know how my day's going to go, so I'm just doing a quick live today. Thank you, Muhammad. I thought you subscribed yesterday. I swear I seen that. It said you subscribed. And hi, cool kid. And good morning, Bread Junkie. I'm sorry. I'm just so excited and thankful to God. And I'm, of course, ruminating right now. But to quickly finish saying what I was saying, I'm like, yeah, I keep experiencing this. When it's time for you to step up and show up for your kid, that's why I refused last night to, like, I'm not going there and telling him. That would just make him smile, his miserable heart smile, like, oh yeah, look, you had to come back. Oh look, yep, you're struggling. Oh yep, look, and now I control everything. You can't come into the house. And he'd take her, and I don't know what she'd be enduring in there, just like I didn't know what she was enduring when they locked me up. So I was like, God, I will sleep outside. And I was just like, I can't even sleep outside there because I would be afraid, like, he'd come out the door and be trying to, like, set the trailer on fire or something, like, just that miserable, you know? And so, like, you keep just, like, acting like you want to see and spend time with her, but like I said, he's a hi-bye dad. Like, as long as I came by randomly, it could be once a quarter, and he was able to be, like, pick her up and say, hi, baby, and put her down and go, like, that would be suffice for him. I don't have time for that. I'm not dealing with it. No, that's okay. Have a good rest of your day. I'm not dealing with that. And then I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me just, like, work on being cordial. Let me work on being neutral. But just in the last 3 weeks, I tried to be like, let me see how it will go. So he just randomly texted me about, like, that's why I said I think he's watching me on my page. He randomly texted me about putting a heater and a light in the trailer just in case I needed a warm spot to warm up with me and my daughter. This is what you're offering me? Bro, get the fuck out of here. I didn't say nothing. I said, oh, thanks. And then he said, oh, anything new with her? And I'm like, yeah, she has a doctor's appointment tomorrow. And then he's like, oh, what time? I will come. I said, oh, I wasn't going to respond, but I said, oh, he ain't going to come, but I'll play a stupid game. So I was like, oh, it's at this time. And he goes, oh, yeah, I get out of work at 1. I should be able to come. The appointment was at 3:30 for her allergy. So me, I'm going through it. I will never get in a car with him ever again in my life. I'm like, Dad, gotta get her from school, and then we'll be right there. But then I gotta, like, Uber, and like, I gave all my cash to these people. Trying to be nice and trying to be like, look, I can contribute when I really can't, and you know that I can't. So this is dumb. Anyways, I just played it by ear. I'm like, he's not gonna come, so let me not even try to depend on him or ask him like, hey, could you pick her up and bring her, and I'll just meet y'all at the doctor. However, I gotta get myself there. I didn't even do that. I just said, okay. I went to the doctor's appointment, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30. I went and left and got myself back to the house. I'm like, now look at this. What if I would have tried to depend on him or ask him for a ride or something? Like, that's exactly what I'm going through, and just like thugging this shit out. Because he's not dependable and he won't show up. Then he's texting me at like 8 o'clock at night. Like, oh, hey, how did the appointment go? I'm not giving you no follow up. That's what he expects me to do. Like, he just wants to be in the know of like what you had to endure and what you had to go through the day with his kids. I'm the third mom with the third kid, so the other moms did that dumb shit. I'm not. So I was just like, went great. And then I'm not giving you, I'm not asking you like why you didn't come or why you didn't show up, because that's just who you are. And then he was like, oh yeah, I wish I could have made it, but I'm just getting back to Springfield. What does that even mean? Because then the last thing you said was you was at work, or you was getting out of work at 1 o'clock and you'd be able to come, and you don't work that far. So you live your life, bro. Do whatever you're doing. I don't know, and I don't care. But stop this. And he doesn't have any control over me and how I respond and how I show up, or when I show up. I don't have to give you updates of when I'm coming to this trailer. That is mine, rightfully so, and putting my things in here. And I don't care about some clothes. I got enough clothes. I can't keep lugging them shits around, yo. So anyways, enough about him. That was the other thing is, and then last week, after the whole, be careful, baby, be careful. After the whole doctor's thing, then he said, oh, maybe I could get her, see her this weekend, spend time with her. And then he goes, and if not on the weekend, Veterans Day. That was just last weekend into this week. So all I said was, sounds good, with a thumbs up. Sounds good. That's not gonna happen. Then you're not gonna follow up. And I'm not chasing you to follow up and say, hey, what day did you want to see her? Saturday and Sunday, and then what's the time frame? I don't do none of that. I'm not giving him any of that. You need to communicate, Mr. Communicate, who can't communicate and sucks at communication. Weekend went by, never heard nothing from him. He didn't reach out. Veterans Day went by, didn't hear anything. I just went through this crazy week I had trying to leave their house on Veterans Day, and then on Friday it didn't work out, and now we're on a whole nother week. So 2 weeks actually have went by. Then you wouldn't have reached out to me yesterday if you didn't catch me leaving the house, leaving the trailer. So you want to have it back and forth with me about how come I'm here? How come I didn't communicate that I was coming here? Blah, 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 blah. And that's fine. I answered those stupid questions. But then when I said, what happens to the follow-up of like spending time with your daughter? You say you want to see and spend time with her. Cricket still hasn't responded. Oh, okay. I made the right choice. As the year keeps going by, and no matter what I'm going through, at the beginning of the year, I was like, Dad, like, I'm doing all of this and it just seems like nothing's working out. But I was being abused, man. Me and my kid. And I'm not going back. I don't care what I gotta go through. I'm not going back. And then as things haven't been working out, but while they're not working out, they are working out. I'm just like, Dad, like, should I just go back and endure? Fuck no. Fuck no. And then just the interactions keep proving like, yeah, I made the right choice because I was really struggling. And then you see me struggle and you decided to turn it up and play stupid games, man. And I love you, baby. Would you like something to drink? So, I don't know. I just wanted to show up today. I don't know if I'll show up later, but you know, I was so exhausted last night. I was telling my friend like, thank you so much for running us around. We ended up going to Burger King last night. Not like a real successful meal, but we went. The kids had fun, and I just around somebody that gets it and understands like what I'm going through, and I'm just gonna the affirmations that she spoke over me and my daughter last night. And I was so exhausted. I was like, God, I'm so exhausted. But thank you. Thank you for seeing me and sparing me and my daughter. We're not sleeping outside. It's cold. And I took some more stuff with the trailer, even though I said, I'm not taking anything out this trailer. All this shit is staying in here. I was able to like successfully get the things that I needed to at least get through the weekend. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that my daughter's with another little girl and they just vibed so well last night. And there's no like animosity or somebody being mean to my kid and then pretending or lying. Like, and the breakthrough is near. Why do you take my blanket? The breakthrough is near, and I just have to keep my faith and keep pushing through. And things like this happen to prove like God is real and God sees you, God hears you, and God loves you. And you know, you have to go through things to learn lessons and pass tests so that you will have a testimony and you'll be able to connect with those people who are going through the same and will need your advice, your help, your story to be like, wow, if you could do it, I could do it. So that's it. That's all I got. I woke up today and that was the first thing I said, oh, thank you, God. I'm somewhere and it's clean and I was able to sleep with my pillows and a comforter and not outside or in a trailer cold and shivering. But my kid, and I'm still tired, but I was like, let me, because I was just gonna continue to lay down. I was like, let me give a quick update. So that's my update. We're here, and this is actually refreshing to me. And you know, I know soon I'll have my own with me and my daughter. Yeah, we'll just see what God has in store for me because it keeps continuing to be a plot twist. So, and the month of November is not over, and now I'm really going day by day. Bless you, baby. So, she's happy. I'm happy. We're safe. We are not outside. We got food, and we're gonna have a great day today. Like sees me, hears me, understands me, and we get each other. And it's like when I first met her at the play group that I go to at my daughter, it was just like an instant connection. So like she's been a lifesaver, and I'm like, yo, you have given me like such good advice this whole entire time. And I'm like, I should have been left that lady when she told me. And I was like, I don't know, I can't, no thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, do not do that. Leave that alone. Damn, I don't got no tape or nothing. Leave it. Anyways, I was like, you were right about everything you were saying about her. But I was like, I was so conflicted because I'm like, I used to work for her. Like, she wouldn't treat me like that. And it's not her, it's the girlfriend. And it was her. It always be people. Other people could see it. And like I said, I'd be giving people too much benefit of the doubt. And then they get all the benefit and I get all the doubt. But anyways, God seed me. God spared me. He rescued us. He answered my prayers. So we're here for the weekend. I'll continue to give you life updates of what I'm doing. But I'm going to continue to like rest and I need to get something to drink. I was really dehydrated yesterday. And like, this was my couple of things that I got out the trailer here on the floor. Living on a prayer and living out of bags and living off of motivation and inspiration and faith. And I'm back on the street that I just ran away from. It's just